Hey, what's up, guys? J-Fisk here. Uh, sorry that we haven't been posting videos like we should. Is that everybody's just been real careful with the COVID-19 and all that, which I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody is doing good and all that. My condolences to the people that have lost relatives because of this sickness. A very close friend of mine was diagnosed with it and tested positive for it. And I'm trying to give him moral support that everything will be fine and all that. Luckily, right now he's clear. He's clear of it. Uh, but he said he's not ready for the second wave of this. Um, Now for some announcements, the Scullos have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and I think I already said Instagram. I don't remember. But yeah, so make sure you subscribe, like, follow, and all that on those social media outlets. Um, Today I'm gonna talk about the rise of J-Fisk because a lot of people are asking me uh, why did I start doing videos. The reason why I did it is because I got tired of always being the guy people threw stuff at and I never did anything back. I was one of those people that you push me over and I take like nothing. But in reality, that shit bothers. But my dad taught me one way and my mom taught me another way. My dad always said, "Let people talk, let them say what they want about you, and don't let it bother you, because they don't know what battles you go through in your head, soul, and heart." My mom basically the same way, but she says that if it's time for you to say something, you say something. Don't stay shut. But I have a hard time doing that because I don't like to cause problems and all that. And she gets mad at me about it and all that. But hey, it's who I am. It all started out when after me and my baby mom split. Um, I'm sorry, guys. I really can't explain that part because I feel it's too personal, and I'm not ready to speak about that. Um, but it all happened after when me and my baby mom split, and my so-called friends at the time, they interrogated me because they got tired of me lying. Supposedly, I was lying about everything. Like, yeah, when me and my baby mom split, I didn't want to tell them because I was still processing it myself. But they got mad because I didn't want to tell them what was going on with me. Which some people would say, hey, that's personal. If you're true friends, you will wait until he comes to you to speak. Well, they didn't. They basically ganged up on me and interrogating me, saying that, oh, why you lied about this? She told us that. You told her this. She says that and everything. They choose to believe my baby mom over me, which I don't mind. But if I'm your true friend, then you would know who I am and how I do things. Not saying, not saying that all people are like this or whatever, but they got upset because my baby mom told them what happened and I didn't. But then I said to them that it's personal, okay? Like, yeah, my one friend, he got married with some chick younger than him, and I think like a year later or two, they split up because she decided to go sleep with somebody else while they were married, while my friend and her were married, and to find out that the only reason why she married my friend was so that she could get papers to travel back and from her country, which is kind of fucked up because from the start she didn't say that at first. She said that she wanted to be with him, that she loved him and all that, but that wasn't the case. He had no trouble telling us what happened because that shit landed him in a psychic vow where he had to stay there for a few and all that to make sure he's okay, therapy, all that bullshit. He had no problems telling us because he knows that I wouldn't have said none. My other friend, on the other hand, told everybody. Everybody we saw, seen, and all, he told everybody. And all that, which was kind of fucked up because my friends said he didn't want it to be a big deal to everybody. But it turns out my other friend didn't know how to keep his big mouth shut and let everything out. So, yeah. He was totally comfortable telling us what happened. Me, I didn't want to say nothing because that's personal issues, and I wanted time to process it myself. But my friends interrogated me about bullshit that happened years ago and other stuff, and I'm just like, you guys are bringing this all up now, knowing that you guys could have told me this at that time when it happened. No, 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 no. That's not how it goes. And then my other friend is mad at me because of some girl, because supposedly I was pretending to be a girl on Facebook. Which I had told him, I said, no, I wasn't. For what? Why would I need to do that for? If I had my own Facebook and I was talking to some chick at the time, which she would stay nameless through this video because I don't want no issues. But yeah, what would I have gained from that? The chick used to message my friend from my phone. Her Facebook has my phone number because she doesn't have a phone at the time. Alright. But one day I signed into my Facebook and they were looking at me because I was at the sign-in thing and it said to sign in as the girl. But they didn't say nothing to me at that time. So they let it go. They waited years and years before they told me. Saying, oh, were you pretending to be this girl? I said, no. Why would you guys think that? Oh, her sign-in was on your Facebook. She used to sign into my phone to talk to my friend. Oh, you don't have any pictures with her? Yeah, because I don't have pictures of anybody on my Facebook but me. Like, yeah, her Facebook page is kind of sketchy because she only has like one photo and like 6 friends, which I don't even know where she's at. 12th grade year, 11th, she was around. 12th grade year, she vanished. I don't even know where she went. She hasn't written to me. She hasn't spoken to me. No, nothing. But my friends are still convinced that I have something to do with that. So the one friend's mad at me for some girl. The other one's mad at me because I lied to them or whatever the hell the case may be, which I don't give a shit. Right there where it brought the rise of J-Fisk. Because I stopped giving a shit. I dropped them faster than anything else in the world. Because true friends wouldn't have interrogated me. They would have waited for me to feel comfortable to talk to them about it. Alright? My one friend, just because he's big and street smart and all that, he thinks that he could win against anybody in a fist fight. And the one day he got me mad enough, and I told my other friend, and I said, look, not for nothing, but this guy's always running his mouth and everything. It's starting to piss me off because he thinks that since he's big, strong, and fast, that he could beat the shit out of anybody if time calls for it. Which I don't believe, because when we fucked around, when we were playing around with the hands and all that shit, fighting, whatever the fuck, we never used full force. Well, I never used full force. I don't know about him, because every time we played fought, he was always beating us. And I wasn't even hitting hard or anything. So I would let it go because I was just playing around. I'm not trying to prove no point and all that. But I told my friend, I said, he keeps running around his mouth and all that just because he thinks he's big and strong and fast, that he can't get beat. All I told my friend was that all it takes is just one good punch and that's it. He's down. Which is true. You see UFC fighters get dropped after one punch. And that's some crazy shit to see. And all that. But still, he thinks just because I'm short, because I think he stands like 5'11", I think, or 6 foot or whatever, or 5 foot, somewhere around there. I don't know. That I have to look up at him a little bit, which is kind of embarrassing. But hey, whatever. I dropped people bigger than him for the same shit, thinking that they could beat me just because I'm small. And my friend confronted me about it because my other friend snitched me out, knowing that when they tell me stuff about each other, I can't say nothing. I have to keep my mouth shut. But when I say something, they want to tell each other and be like, oh, he said this, he said that. And I'm just like, really? Is that what supposedly friends/brothers do to each other? And he confronted me about it. He said, oh, did you say that? Yes, I did say that. Because it is true. All it takes is one good punch and anybody drops. You know, like me, I don't have no glass jaw, so good luck trying to get me with one punch. But I've seen my friend fight because of some shit that happened to him by his dad's house. And I was pretty disappointed because all that talk saying that he could whip people's ass, and I seen him drag out a fight between him and some random dude on the street. And I was seeing the way he was throwing his hits and all that, and I I was disappointed. Because if it were me, I would have dropped that guy too. You know, but I'm not going to brag about it or anything because there's no point to. Because, you know, everybody will meet somebody where they're equaled or they can't knock down. Okay? But still, the point of the matter is, I confirm, no matter what, one punch is all I need. One good punch is all I need. You know? And my friends always made it a big deal because out of my group, I was the strongest there was in there. You know? And the only one that was actually either equal to my strength or a little bit weaker than me was him. You know, and it kind of pissed me off because I'm just like, dude, you're trying to throw your weight around at me just because you're bigger than me. Whatever. You know. So I said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to drop these guys because true friends don't do what you guys did. True friends would have said something at the door about something going on, or they would have waited for me to say something to them before doing that to me. So I said, fuck it, I dropped them. Just like that, drop them. I don't speak to them or anything. I still have their phone numbers on my phone. Just in case if they try to call me, I know hang the fuck up and not pick it up. And all that. You know, because you don't do that to friends. Like the friends I have now, you know, Frank Castle and Baby Rose. If something's wrong with me, they don't pester me about it. They wait until I'm ready to say something. And I do the same thing with them. Me, you know, I drive a hard bargain. Every times where it pisses me off to the point where I be like, yo, you got to tell me what the fuck's wrong with you because it's starting to piss me off. You know, like me and Baby Rose, we didn't argue, but when I knew something was wrong and she didn't want to tell me, it kind of pissed us off a little bit. But either way, she ended up telling me anyway. Because what my friends say, what Frank Castle and Baby Rose say, that I have a nice aura around me, that I have a very calm aura around me, that they feel that they could trust me with things. Which anybody can. And all that. Now the rise came from when me and my baby mom split up because I started getting tired of being pushed around. I took a stand against my friends. I told them how it was and everything. And I said, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm dropping yous. And tell you the truth, this was probably like the best decision of my life because these motherfuckers did everything in the book to get into trouble. Like driving drunk, smoking and driving, drinking and driving. You know, doing stupid shit that you shouldn't be doing in the first place because if you get caught, time. And they used to get mad at me because I didn't do any of that. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, nothing. You know, friends would try to force me to drink, force me to do things, and I said, I don't want to do it. You know, they never understood that part of me. I like to stay clean and collective. Just in case if something were to go down, I could actually say, I remember what happened. Or if, like, police are involved, I could tell them exactly what happened and not have a slur to my voice or the smell of marijuana coming out of my mouth. So, they would get mad they don't invite me anywhere or anything like that because of that reason. One of my friends said that they liked when I hung around because I was the voice of reason. Because when they were about to do something bad, I would say something and they won't do it. Which caused them not to want to invite me anywhere. You know, and it was one of those moments where your friends made plans in front of you and left you out. It was like that, which was kind of fucked up because I would have never done that to them. You know, when my dad passed away, I invited them to come to my home to, you know, give their respects to my dad because they loved my dad just as much as I did. My dad was funny as hell. Everybody knows that. And my dad treated them as kids, his own kids. If they were around, they ate, they drank, they had fun, we played video games, whatever the fuck it may be. But after that, when my baby moms and all that, after when my dad passed away, that was it. I was done being a good guy. Like, there's even time, I even dropped some people from my family. You know, I don't talk to any of my brothers or my sisters, except one from my mom's side. I talk to her still. But all the other ones I don't talk to. Which sucks because people would say, oh, but that's your family, this and that. And I say this, fuck family. You know, I wouldn't have said that unless my family was real good. From my mom's side, I have good family members. There's some I don't want to fuck with because, you know, issues and all that shit, and because I don't like some of the guys. But I keep that to myself. And if they're around, I leave. Simple as that. You'll never know because I'm not going to tell nobody. Now, from my dad's side, I don't talk to nobody. Nobody. Because when I needed them the most, they were never there. Like, yeah, they would try to come look for me, but I said no. I don't want that. Because after everything that went down in that hospital, I wasn't having none of that. So, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'd rather be alone. And I'm doing fine. I'm working. I'm providing for my son. You know, I'm paying rent, paying bills, getting the stuff for my house little by little. Everything's all good with me. You know? Excuse me. But yeah. I stopped being a good guy. For a while, I stopped being a good guy because I was getting tired of people pushing me over, thinking that they could tell me one thing and then go back and do something else altogether. So I was like, fuck it. That's it, no more. All I'm worried about is my son, and that's it. Nothing else matters to me besides my son. You know? Like, it's still a miracle how throughout all of this COVID-19 bullshit that people still want to talk about love, falling in love, you know, at a time like this, which is good. You know, it's good to see that some people are trying to still live life as if everything's regular. I try to do the same thing. I try to have fun, fuck around outside and all that, but it's getting closer and closer. You know, some people are getting scared to be outside and all that. But still, I'm only doing the stuff I do for my son. And just like Fisk does, all he cares about back in the comic books, the TV show and all that was only one person, and that was his spouse. After spouse, girlfriend, whatever the hell you want to call her. You know, me, everything is my son, Mini Fisk. It's all for him. And some people don't understand that. Like, even when I was with my so-called friends back then, every time they wanted me to go somewhere, I told them, I said, I can't because of my son. My son this, my son that, and they didn't like it either. They didn't understand what it was to have your own child. Out of my friends, I was the only one that had a child, and out of my dad's kids, I'm the only one that gave my dad a grandchild. You know? And I don't see anybody messaging me saying, oh, how's the baby, how's he doing, you know, all that jazz. Nobody don't. Only the people that see him, my mom, my grandma, my aunts, and all that. None of my uncles really been around because the one lives in Cali. The other one lives here somewhere. I don't know where the fuck, but, you know, but he has his own thing where he's taking care of his son and his daughter and all that. But still, you know, I just got tired of the bullshit. The bullshit got tiring. You know, I try to stay strong for my son's sake as well, not just for me. Because I don't like to see my son see me at my weakest points. Though it is good for him to see, so he knows that even the strongest of people could still cry and break. You know, I won't tell you guys how many times I broke down and had to stand right back up. You know? And it's true what they say, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. It is true. But, hey, the rise of Fisk is here. You start with me, I'm going to finish it real quick. You know? That's how it is. You know, so if you don't like it, oh well, I don't give two fucks. So, anyway, that's all the time I had with you Skullomaniacs. Sorry about us not posting that many pictures, videos, and all that. But we're still around. It's just that we're busy protecting ourselves. So, this is all the time I got for you guys. Peace out, my fellow Skullos.